Alright guys, I'm trying to go a little more in depth on the monoleaf setup that I spoke about in a previous video. Basically what you have here is a removal of your center leaf, and as you jack the truck up, you can set the truck on jack stands and then use your jack on your axle to lift the axle up away from the leaf springs. Whenever you do that, you're going to have your your second middle leaf here. It's going to have brackets on it. You bend those brackets back, pry bar, whatever you got. Pretty simple to do. Once you do that and loosen your U-bolts, it will slide right out. You have to remove that shock and drop that lower mount here. Once you drop this lower mount, it'll all come loose. Take that out. As you can see, my overloads are upside down. They have a little curve to them and a taper here. You flip them over, and when it settles, it'll give you a little bit more drop in their rear end. I still have my long U-bolts in here. I do plan on going back to a little bit lower, probably a 1 to 2 inch drop in the back. If I got any room, I'll probably have to add the little aftermarket C-notch here. That'll be coming in future videos, hopefully soon. But yeah, this is a monoleaf setup, man. It drops you down quite a few inches. It's free. It doesn't cost you. You don't have to have the long bolts in there. You can keep your factory bolts in there. It'll work just fine. And you can see I'm pretty close. No cost at all whatsoever. So if you're on a budget like me and you want to lower your hard body, that's the way you do the rear end. Torsion bars in the front. I wouldn't say it's complicated on the front, but taking the pressure off the front, the same thing, and loosen your bolts back towards the. Let me get in here. I'll show you if I can. I'm pretty low. Right here is your 2 bolts. You'll loosen this first bolt, take it all the way off, and then your second bolt, once the truck's jacked up, you can run this one back. That'll loosen the torsion bar that runs up towards the front. You can see right there. What it does is it turns that torsion bar back, takes off some of the resistance on the front suspension. So when you take that resistance off the front suspension, obviously it drops down. You can take them out. If you have air shocks in the front, they say it's a little more dangerous that way. I'm gonna run air shocks with the loose torsion bar and see what that does for me. See what kind of comfort that gives me. We'll find out in future videos. But you see how far mine will run back? You can count your threads on each side. Sometimes it doesn't come out perfect, because what some people do is they index their torsion bars to get some more life out of them. So when you re-index them, you pull them back. When you re-index them, you pull them back and slide them through at a different angle on your teeth, which will give you more pressure on the front, which lift the front end a little bit further. So if you just want to lower it down, if you think it's never been re-indexed or anything like that, count your threads, run it back the same amount of threads on each side, and that'll give you the drop in the front that you want. You have to jack it up a few times and lower it back down to get what you want. But keep in mind, without running a drop spindle, that you're going to have a camber on the front. I have the camber, and that's going to obviously eat up your tires a little bit, but that's the cost of cheap mini trucking. So let me know if that video helps you out at all. You need some more information, just like I said, subscribe and leave some comments and some questions. I'll help you out. I'm a little new to this video making, so bear with me here.